to some weird dreams with FreyasSpirit. Take it away.
Hello, we are Freyas, and we will be bringing you Weird Dreams, an incredibly cute game, and let's start. So timing starts when you hit the ground in the cotton candy machine. It's really hard to do a countdown, so it's really nice that we actually get to control our own timer. So the cotton candy machine, you have to get 4 pieces of cotton candy and then exit. But we're using the infinite lives code, so oops. So we're just gonna skip that because 90% when we're going for a PB, just most of our runs just die here. That's no fun for a marathon setting. Much safer to just go for the marathon safe strat. So we jump up. And then we run to the left, and in the Hall of Mirrors, we will be inputting our infinite life code. So, as the infinite life code is absolutely glorious, we are going to be typing SOS in Morse code, while being as far to the right as possible. Oh, we just had it for a second. There we go. Lives changed to infinity. So now this is definitely the cutest segment of the game. For a game that's really cute. So these flowers are incredibly cute. We're just gonna bash them. The controls in this game are bad enough that we basically consider combat to be RNG. We're sure that somebody's going to eventually optimize it, but for now, combat is just RNG. And we're just going to keep waving our stick around until these flowers die. So the infinite lives code is super important because, as far as nobody in the modern era has beaten it without the infinite lives code. And if you can beat it without the infinite lives code, you will get a free world record. And there will be a section to the leaderboard added for you. The flowers aren't quite as cute when they're chomping on you. These flowers are really not being nice today. But it's just a thing which happens. It's the price you pay to get a game this cute. Positioning in this game is also super imprecise. We're gonna get booped, aren't we? Yep. Flowers. Okay, so this is by far the cutest part of the game. We're gonna play an incredibly cute game of catch. We're gonna have to catch and throw the ball 5 times. And we have a really hard time keeping track of this while talking. Luckily, we have one hand free, so we can just count on our hand. One of the most amazing pieces of speed tech that we've come up with. And isn't she just so cute? And that knife is so cute. Everything about this room is so cute. Like, this is by far the cutest room in the entire game. That's saying a lot for a game which is super cute. Pokeball, go! Even the Pokeball is so cute. And if you miss it, the Pokeball will just eat you. Yeah, it feels good to get that one first try. So now I have to come back and actually do this segment because we skipped past it. So we're just gonna bypass the RNG. Game. So, with infinite lives code, which is how everybody plays this game, if you just take a death here to the cute bee, then you'll just respawn with 5 cotton candies. So you need to feed it at least 4, so we get rid of 1, where we have just to save time, while we have some extra time. And we're going to try and position this aligned with the flag in the background. And we're going to try to stab the bee 4 or 5 times with the fly swatter. This might be a little bit too far forward. We'll find out. Nope, it worked. Off screen? Off screen. Turn around, pick up the orb. Great positioning. Picking up things in this game is surprisingly difficult. So here is the desert. This is the most RNG part of the game. At the end of the desert, there's a 50-50 jump where we could just get that RNG and have to redo the desert. Fortunately, there's a developer included code to just skip past stuff. So if we fail the desert the first time, we will be taking the developer intended warp just to get to the end of, just so we don't have to redo 6 screens of combat. 2 out of 6 done. We have 4 screens of this. The cutest thing in the desert is by far the fish. Three out of 4. Okay, so we have 2 Bigfoots here. We're just gonna poke the first one to death. Poke it 5 times and it dies. What? What? Game? Game? So then this Bigfoot is significantly more RNG. You can just whack it like this, and sometimes you'll get 5 hits in, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you won't. One day we'd like to sit down on... This screen is probably the biggest RNG of the entire game. And so one day we'd like to just sit down and figure out how to do this consistently. Because sometimes Bigfoot just wants to chomp on you repeatedly. Okay, so now here's the yellow jump. If we fail it, we're just going to warp back here. And there you go. Sometimes the whirlpool will just continue moving to the left, sometimes it won't. And it just will gobble you up and you have to redo the entire desert. So now the game is broken. Normally you're not supposed to fight the bee until after you get the eel. But it spawned early, so we die and grab the eel. We're going to poke it 5 times, and then we're going to just bash it in over the head. Lots and lots of RNG in the combat. 4 and 5, and that is that. So now we're going to warp through the desert. You can just, if you hit the numpad plus while the infinite lives code is input, then you will just warp. Then you can just warp through. And it's really, really useful for Makes the run so much more marathon safe. So now we're gonna bash the statue in and get our second orb. The goal is to create all 3 orbs and then defeat the final boss. And now this is where you need the Pokeball. Otherwise you just can't get out of the desert because you just stop walking. But the Pokeball will eat you a path out. So now here's Jester Piano. Definitely the hardest parts if you're playing it casually. So we're going to be mashing the pause button. Whenever you're trying to jump as late as possible when the keys need it. Solid Jester Piano 1. Easy room. And now here's the hardest room in the game, just hands down. Trying to do this at full speed is ridiculously hard, because the keys can be so bad that they just continuously push you back. There's no way that we just got that RNG. There's no way that we just got that RNG. We're gonna have to show this to Glitchwitch and Portentia and just... They're gonna be astonished that that RNG is even possible. So this is where we're supposed to be grabbing the eel for that bee fight. Okay, this game just does not like us today. And the keys are starting to disappear. Every room has a timer on it. Or if you don't beat it by the end of the timer, then you're in a really bad spot. So we took the extra warp in the desert to so this is no longer a valid run. But if we hadn't taken it, this would be a great time. We wanted to make sure that we did that, so that the marathon could stay on schedule. And we ended up having a really good Jester Piano 2. Like, ungodly Jester Piano 2. So yeah, we're gonna end up with a good time, unfortunately, and we're gonna be way under estimate. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be a valid run because we got bad RNG in the desert. But it was awesome. So we're just gonna run through these and respawn. There's a way to jump over them, but that's significantly harder the time, and this is just really consistent and only slightly slower. So we're gonna intentionally get chomped so we can double jump up here, and we're gonna swing back and forth. Yes, this turkey is incredibly cute. Everything in this game is so cute. Even the Jester Piano is cute. Oh no. That's never happened before. We are half asleep after a long week. Bringing you this incredibly cute game. So what we're doing here is we're holding left and we're just tapping right. The patterns of swinging back and forth are really weird. You'll slow down as you get to longer swings. And we're through. So we have to search the clock for an orb, and we have to exit the room when the pendulum's to the left. We're going to intentionally exit the room when the pendulum's on the right because this is a really, really cute death, and we like it. We like to show it off a lot. Chomp. Really, really cute death. And there we go. This is the final boss. We're gonna have to hit each mini brain while the eye is open. And we have a cute fish again. This boss is absolutely terrifying when you're on world record pace. Absolutely, absolutely terrifying. Oh, that was almost a double hit to finish it off. So yeah, this was a good time. If we got in the desert 50-50 jump, this would be a great time. Unfortunately, we didn't, so it's not a valid run, but still a really, really awesome time, and we're glad that we got to show off this really cute game to all of you. So thank you for watching, and we hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and enjoy Octopath Traveler next.